Hey collective, what's up? Welcome to my channel, Journey Tarot. My name is Z. What is up, everybody? I am doing a quick intuitive message here for the collective, all signs included. We are in Capricorn season. I hope all is well. Please like, subscribe, and share if you like the message and it resonates here, okay? Cool. All right, let's tap right into this energy and see what is going on, what's going down on the timeline here. Happy birthday to all of my Cappies. I hope you guys enjoy your season, your solar return here, okay? So this is about a specific download that I received here, and I am going to insert a trigger warning here, okay? If you are, I don't know, if you may be triggered here having to do with, like, what could I say? Tampering when it comes to childhood, of sexual nature here. This is your time to exit here, okay? If you still are feeling ungrounded here surrounding information such as this here, okay? So the words that I was shown was ex incestuous uncle, okay? Ex incestuous uncle. So I was getting a few messages with that. The first message, the main message, is what I'm getting in regards to ex. Is giving someone that you no longer deal with. Now it could be an in-law, or it actually could be an ex, someone you used to date or you were in a commitment with in the past. But the main timeline that I'm picking up on is, someone who was a relative here, an uncle, okay, whether they were blood related or not. And the ex has everything to do with the divide, okay, that is now in between you and this person here, okay, and incestuous is what I'm getting here, okay. I don't know if this person directly abused you or someone else in your family here, but I pulled some energy and it's like a lot of information on why here, okay? It kind of has occult energy here, but I'm just going to tell you what I got. Balance in the reverse, enjoyment in the reverse here. Obviously we're talking about an individual who, they suffer from an imbalance here, okay? Somebody's a sicko is what I'm getting, because it's funny with that incestuous energy here, I'm getting a molesting type energy, as well as someone who could have engaged sexually with their own siblings or something like that here, okay, with family members, period, okay. But yeah, balance and enjoyment came out in the reverse. Build a cycle of release, feel fresh with a lighter heart here. I'm getting a lot of intent, okay. It's one thing when you're around a sicko that preys upon weak people or vulnerable, okay, how they see a specific population or age or whatever, okay? But I'm getting like there was intent to do long-term psychological damage is what I'm getting. What came out next was home gym. This talks about push, pain, breakthrough. A nudge through pain. Growth comes when you're forced to move. Some of you guys maybe had to move when you were younger here, okay? And maybe over the course of your life, growing up, you have had to push through this pain here, okay? And I feel like this was actually a breakthrough here. Something was done heinous to chain you mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually here. And it's funny because I have two cards of direction here. One is in the upright, one is in the reverse. We have compass, exploration, opportunity here. Explore opportunities beyond routine and a new starting point will arrive. And then we have television in the reverse. Channels, focus, direction. Life has no remote. Constantly switching channels won't find your show. Stay focused or you'll miss the best parts until you have all the facts here. So, a compass is all about, direction here, needing direction here, and then explore. It's like a Jupiter energy here, okay? You could have been very happy-go-lucky. That was your That is your spirit, untampered, okay? Happy-go-lucky here, but something was done to, like, again, cage you with the direction in the reverse. Change the direction here, having to do with your growth, your maturity over time here, even the course of your life is what I'm getting. And with the television in the reverse, it's like a lockdown energy, not wanting you to see outside the walls or perimeters of family or tradition, something like that, okay? Like trying to put a cap on you at an early age. And then we have Rubik's Cube. Diversity, perspective, understanding. View problems from a new perspective and understanding will deepen. This was supposed to affect your vibration. This was supposed to like dampen your vibration here. For, you know, the span of your life is what I'm getting. Making things much harder than they needed to be, but it had a lot to do with how you, again, perspective, how you see yourself, how you gauge the opportunities, okay? This has a lot to do with lowering your self-worth earlier on in life here, okay? So you wouldn't reach for, you know, opportunities here that were readily available to you. And a lot of self-sabotage is what I'm getting. That was the intent here, okay? Feeling as though you're not good enough for this job, this person, this opportunity. Oh, I can never be that, or something like that is what I'm getting here, okay? So you have to take this message how it resonates. Like I'm saying, some of you guys, it can be simply you had a sicko and you know, they weren't conscious. Well, put it like this. They knew what they were doing. Okay, somebody's just a sicko, all right? But there was another energy that was attached to them that knew the deeper effect of what they were doing here, okay? You know, people who, they deal with their own family members or they prey on children here, minor stuff like that. We're aware, okay? Anybody who's watching tarot is aware that they have an attachment here, especially when it comes to like a STD, spiritually transmitted demon here. Okay, we're already aware of that here, but I almost feel as though like somebody was used. Okay, this is for, you know, just a particular person that this resonates with. Somebody was used here to, again, affect your growth here, okay? I'm seeing like a tree grow like this instead of going straight up. That's what I'm being shown, okay? Yeah, Rubik's Cube. Diversity, perspective, understanding. So you couldn't come to your own understanding. You couldn't form your own understanding about who you are, what you have to offer here, okay? And then also trying to make things so hard, so difficult. So you went through life with it's too hard, okay? Again, a self-sabotaging behavior, okay? Child. And then the cards that came out next laid it out on the line, honey. Afraid to love. Okay, afraid to love. Again, there's something here about relationships. Someone needed to like keep you binded to some darkness here. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, and this is not for everyone that it resonates with, but you were the sacrifice here, okay? Which means you couldn't really find, or this was the terms, like you weren't supposed to find fulfillment in love, fulfillment in your career, fulfillment in your own wish fulfillment here. Like, again, your inner child was supposed to be damaged beyond repair, okay? So afraid to love. At the top of the deck, I thought this was so crazy. Toxic talk, invite only, and single life. But I'm paying attention to the pictures. Only like toxic people reaching out to you, talking to you here, okay? Toxic talk. There could have even been an argument that happened behind the scenes about an event that took place in the past here, but we're definitely talking about some dark ass, sick family secrets here. That's what I'm getting, okay? Yeah, it's like only wanted toxic people, toxic relationships here to, you know, reach out to you, all right? And this is over the span of time. Yeah, once a cheater is behind toxic talk here, okay? So this can have a lot to do with karmic relationships, karmic bonds here, okay? So afraid to love came out. Secrets and lies came out second. It says not everything here is what it seems. Lies, omissions, or double lives could be distorting the connection. See, somebody wanted to be so much failure, hurt, and pain till you felt like there was something wrong with you. That's what I'm getting. Secrets and lies. Something is much deeper. Okay. And like I said, take it how it resonates. For some of you guys, this person, they could have been very conscious. Maybe they could have even possessed some type of occult level knowledge of what they were doing. Okay. And what the intent was long term. And for someone else, this person was a sicko, just like the other one here. Okay. But they were being used maybe by a darker force here. Okay. To inflict this suffering on you here. Okay. Child. And then doing the work, it fell on television here, but it went sideways here. Okay, so some of you guys, you're definitely dealing with someone who's been working on you since you were a child here. Okay, yeah. Growth is happening behind the scenes, healing patterns, owning truth, and unlearning survival mode here. It came out sideways here because there's a breakthrough. There's a breakthrough. This was supposed to be long lasting. Like you were supposed to go into this cycle of defeat, suffering, addictions. And that's where it was supposed to end. Okay. Then feeling trapped came out in past energy. Somebody here had planned for you to be bound to the day you transition here. Okay. Feeling trapped isn't part of the love deal. If there's no key in sight, it might be time to break free. You were never supposed to find the key. You were never supposed to get to this breakthrough. Some way, somehow, you decided to push through the pain and find a breakthrough. A nudge through pain. Growth comes when you're forced to move. Something snapped, okay? I'm getting that synapses again. Happy family. Bullshit. You're creating or aligning with a family dynamic that's grounded in peace and mutual care. This is the kind of home that can heal generational wounds. You are the generational curse breaker here. You were never supposed to have a happy family of your own. As a matter of fact, you were the sacrifice so everybody else could have a happy family. I'm not going to pull too much on this energy here, all right? The energy is very intense, okay? In general, with all these readings. Wow. Wow. You were the sacrifice so everybody else could have a happy family. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially here, okay? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go after this? Okay, the single life. Something about you're supposed to be single forever. Only toxic men or toxic women were supposed to like be reaching out to you or find you desirable, find you valuable. Clean slate is at the bottom of the deck here, okay? Your open relationship here. Child, please. What is going on? A full reset is now in play. Oh, past decisions, outdated dynamics, and former versions of self are no longer calling the shots. See, it's like with the clean slate and this open relationships, it's like somebody wanting you to give up, okay? Accept less than, you know? Like you're not good enough for loyalty here. You're not good enough for an equal give and take dynamic, whether that's relationships on an intimate level, you know, having to do with your work, career, even friendships here. Somebody wanted you so broken, you know? Single life, okay? Child. Let's see what else comes out. Loving yourself. So it came out in between feeling trapped and doing the work here, okay? They didn't foresee you doing the work. Your self-love was the breakthrough. That was the key. Loving yourself is the ultimate romance. Invest in you. Grow. Glow. And get to know how great you really are. This was never supposed to happen. This was not supposed to happen. False connection. You were supposed to be plagued with false connections. That's all you know, okay? And that was supposed to affect how you saw yourself. Child, please. Boiling point is at the bottom of the deck. It has everything to do with a breakthrough. Child, please. Look at this. Praise God. Praise God. okay? Money matters is at the top of the deck. Look what came out in the reverse. Toxic ties. You broke free. Numbing out also came out in the reverse here. You decided to go within the shadows here. Some of you guys could have been suffering from addictions here. This also could speak about avoidance, okay? You decided to tap into yourself, your shadows. You have the courage. It says, nudge through pain. Growth comes when you're forced to move. You had the courage to be uncomfortable, get out of your comfort zone and see what is going on here. Because see, everybody around me is living the good life. Okay? And last time I checked, I'm the most loyal person here. Dog, I'm kind, I'm nice, I'm walking old ladies across the street. I'm not a liar, I'm not a cheater. What is going on? But everybody around me is living the good life. What is this, child? And you started with yourself. Toxic ties in the reverse. Envy vibes came out. Child, please. Somebody still had the nerve to be envious? Somebody's pissed off that you broke free from this curse that was, I'm hearing, meticulously put on you. Strategically put on you. You were supposed to hold the curse. It's almost like you were the dark object here. Everybody else doing F shit, okay? Cutting corners, lying, cheating, and stealing. But all the karma comes back to you. That's how they were using it. Okay? Envy vibes. Some of y'all, you still had people envious of you when you were under this spell. Somebody had no idea that the divine had a bigger plan than their little sinister plan. You were the generational curse breaker here. Because see, anybody else they would have did this to, they wouldn't have made it. They wouldn't have made it here, okay? But you were able to hold the light and the dark, okay? And somebody is envious, honey, that you survived. Somebody is so envious that you survived. And I'm getting family. Yep. Child, money matters. Something was about money. Something was about money. Money mattered. Okay? This could be one family member, 2, 3, or 4. They all came together and said, look, money matters. Okay? What are we going to do to ensure that we're successful? Okay? To ensure that our family name is known to be, one of prestige. Okay? Money is becoming a pressure point in this connection, whether it's overspending, income gaps, or fear of scarcity. And there it is, fear of scarcity here, okay? Fear of scarcity. And if you're the generational curse breaker here, okay, black sheep to black swan, you know. It's that moment right before you wake up. You're like, what is going on here? Because, I put out good energy all day, but it seems as though I'm never getting anything back. And as a matter of fact, I'm getting my ass handed to me. And when I look to the left, so-and-so who lies, cheat, and steals all day, they got their feet up. What is going on? Child, please, you weren't supposed to wake up. Bad timing. The universe isn't punishing you. It's protecting what isn't fully aligned yet. What's truly meant for you won't miss you. It was already decided that you were going to break free. It was already decided. It's all about divine timing, okay? Child, money matters. Not something that's not aligning for someone here, but money matters and bad timing, okay? They feel like it's bad timing that you woke up. And the clock is right here. I feel like it's bad timing for you to wake up. You waking up now? Like what? Because when the generational curse breaker snaps out of it, everybody's in jeopardy. Damn the family name, okay? Everybody is in jeopardy. Everyone who is aware. Let's see what else Spirit wants to say. Like I said, I'm not going to be here all day. Let's go on. I saw ex-incestuous uncle. So something about an uncle could be specific here. And if you guys who are tapped into the darker occult knowledge here, you know they do perform certain rituals with their own bloodline to make certain pacts, to align themselves with certain energies. Okay? I just saw clemency. Child, please. Child, please. Zen. Sun card. Look at you. You guys could be getting some sun here. Okay? They can't believe that you have returned to your own energy. Somebody cannot believe it. 2021, 22 could be significant. They cannot believe it. Yeah. With pure hope and faith. They're like, what? Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift of God, which is why we call it the present here. Okay. Sun. I am not pretty. I am not beautiful. I am as radiant as the sun here. Okay. Child, please. Someone wanted to use you as like a bad omen, but it flipped. It flipped. It's like you were the bad omen for them. For them. They just didn't see it coming. Create. Greed. I can't make it up. Somebody got together and see how we could create. This is almost like a seal, okay? Aztec gold, okay? Aztec ancestry could be significant. Our eyes are bigger than our stomachs, and that we have more curiosity than understanding. We grasp at everything but catch nothing except wind. Somebody's about to realize that everything that they were grasping for at your demise, off of your demise here, is nothing but wind, sand between their fingers here. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. They should have created themselves, okay? Gluttony. Ooh, child. Somebody wanted a fresh start so bad. Look, black pearl, okay? Black pearl, black sheep, black swan. He who is not content with what he has will not be content with what he would like to have. Somebody did all this, honey, and it could be an uncle somewhere. It could be an aunt somewhere. Take it out resonates, honey. They still sitting somewhere sucking their teeth, okay? Like they need more. They deserve more. Ugh. Fresh start. As long as I am breathing in my eyes, I am just beginning. These are people who always want a fresh start. They always want something else. Like, it's sad. Let's get one more. It's very sad. And there's this direction card again. And it came out crossing loving yourself. If you don't know where you're going, any road to take you there. You are not supposed to get back on your feet and get in alignment here. This has thrown them for a loop. It has thrown them for a loop. Direction. You got 3 cards here about direction. Whoever you are, you always had like a no fear type energy here, okay? Maybe even as a child, as a baby. You have some family members that was tapping in back in the day when nobody was tapping in here, okay? When you had to travel a long, winding road deep in the woods to know somebody who knows something about it. Okay, maybe in order just to get a reading. Okay, like, wow. God, let's close this out. I don't know what else they want to say. Okay, I'll do some basic tarot. Wow. Yep, that's it. They was traveling. They was traveling here. Okay, what can you tell me? You see the hermit with the light. Like, I need to know this. Getting information here, tapping in a long time ago, honey. An elder. Look at him. Didn't I say long, winding road? Look at him. Look at him. Up in the mountain somewhere, child. Okay. When sacred knowledge was secret. All right, 7 of Wands energy here. Yeah, get some information on how they could block you from reaching your full potential here. Okay. Wow. Yeah, with the 8 of Pentacles here, your skill set. Okay. With this 8 of Pentacles, it talks about mastering. Okay. Stop you from mastering, and this was to harvest off of you. Okay. To harvest. Keep you in like a childlike state, always needing help, always needing assistance. Lost. And then because, you know, you always seem like you're falling short of your full potential, what you actually deserve, you end up like sliding when it comes to like addictions and just getting distracted, something like that. Okay. Nine of Pentacles with the World card. They never wanted it to happen, honey. They never wanted it to happen. For you to be self-sufficient in the world. Okay. Having your feet on, you know, stable ground. Like, yeah, because they knew it was going to be a tower. They knew it. They knew if you got to a Nine of Pentacles state, honey, okay, standing on your own, that something was coming down for them. This is where we're at. This is where we're at. Wow. Knight of Swords. Now somebody's pissed off at the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, okay. Somebody's howling at the moon. Okay. Child, somebody could have got a reading and went slap off here. So once you woke up, that's when the attack started to double and triple here. Okay. But this is what do you say? This is somebody wasting their time. Look how they're coming at the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody mad at the moon, the sun, the transits, the earth, the air, the water, the fire. Knight of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune. This is when they went to attack you. Could be a mother figure here. Yeah, that was always getting readings, honey, about opportunities that you had coming in, child. Okay? Somebody was always trying to open a door, look into the future, and get some more information on the Ace of Pentacles energy here. Okay? Some of you guys, it was an aunt and an uncle that was on your ass since birth. Okay? Somebody wanted their child to be the one, be the chosen one. Child, the only way that was going to happen if they had another parent. Like, people kill me with that. They wanted their child to be this, wanted to be that. Yeah, but unfortunately, they're your child. Okay? So your attitude on life, like that was never going to happen. Because you're the problem. Look, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Somebody wanted to steal your light, honey. Look at this. Look at this. The Sun card. The Star energy and the Seven of Swords here. Okay? They wanted to steal it. And it was the King of Pentacles here that wanted to harvest. This person is under judgment. This could be a patriarch figure in your family here. They're under judgment, honey. Okay? Last spread. It's over. Queen of Pentacles. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Yep. As long as you were in this Two of Pentacles here when it came to who am I? What am I here to do? What's my talents? You know, what's my strengths? They were going to stay in this Queen of Pentacles energy here, and it landed on gluttony. That was the plan. But that's over with here. Okay? Child, please. All right, collective. That has been a reading. Thanks for watching my channel, Journey Tarot. Bye.